Hello, everybody. My name is Jeremy Erskine, and this is my Dropbox case study video. So the first question, what would set Dropbox apart from their competitors or from their rivals? So the early settlers in the online and backup storage landscape had small businesses as customers. Dropbox co-founder Drew Houston explained to people that Dropbox would be able to transfer files across firewalls and even large files without stalling uh, your computer or your system, whatever system you were working on. A lot of people offered services that would sync and share files across the internet, but often they had trouble handling large files or getting through certain barriers like certain firewalls. Um, Houston explained that through Dropbox, files would be stored locally and cloud copies would be updated using time and bandwidth saving optimizations. Um, Addressing the problem of, or the question of who has this problem or how many people have this problem, basically anybody that works remotely, any person that works on two or uses two different computers. I myself, I have a personal computer that I do work on. I have a computer at a school that I work at that I do work on. I also have, I have my smartphone. My wife and I have a tablet, and we do things on those. And sometimes it's handy, or it would be handy, to be able to access my own files. Anybody that travels for work or works, let's say, while they're on a train going to and from their work or personal life, or if they travel using personal or public transportation, anybody that basically works on two different devices could have the problem of um, being able to or not being able to access their files. And so even though a lot of companies are in this industry or had products launched before Dropbox, Drew Houston talked about engineering Dropbox so that it would always work, particularly anytime you were working. Looking at one of the pages of the case study, Houston explained that Dropbox folders would instantly synchronize a copy of a file that had been changed, and it would only transfer the parts of the file that had been changed, which would save time and bandwidth. Dropbox was engineered again so that it always would work, no matter what the situation. What early hypothesis turned out to be wrong, and what does it mean to pivot? Pivot just means changing direction. In the business sense, changing direction, going down a new path after you've learned something through experience. When you realize you need to make a change or go in a different direction, going ahead and doing it. In this case, Dropbox found that it was too expensive to pay for advertising. That they were paying as more than $300 in certain cases just to obtain one user, and even if that user became a paid user, they would spend $99 a year on their payment plan or their subscription, so they were losing money that way. So they pivoted from paying for advertising to a more organic way, particularly user referrals and viral videos. There were user referral programs that would allow the person that referred somebody to gain megabytes or gain data, and the person being referred would get some bonus data. So through word of mouth, and also allowing people in businesses to use Dropbox, even if the business didn't know what was going on, with the hopes that the company would eventually find out that Dropbox was being used, was really efficient, and thereby possibly gaining the that business as a customer to use Dropbox, allowing its employees to work remotely easier. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoy this broadcast.